So we had a company gift us this smart toilet. Now this smart toilet does have a bidet, and I will say it is a very smart toilet. Now the company ended up gifting it to us so that way we could install it and show you all of its features. So this was really easy to get installed, and the company does send everything that you're going to need to be able to do so. They even give you the wax ring and the attachment that you're going to need for your plumbing. But this is a plug-in unit as well, which makes it pretty convenient so you don't have to do any electrical work. It's just a plug. Alright, so let me get into the features of this thing because it has a lot of them. Now, as you can see, when I walked up to the toilet lifted all on its own.
However, if you don't want the lid to open every time you walk by the toilet, you can put it to sense just your foot using the foot sensor.
Now, it also has a feature to where if you're standing to use the bathroom, we do have this area here that basically is going to allow the toilet to know that you need the second seat lifted. Now, if you wave your foot one more time, and now it'll flush the toilet. It does a little pre-rinse before it actually flushes, so that way it cleans your toilet. Now, this guy right here, that is what's going to kick on right before it flushes, just really getting your bowl clean.
So on the back side of the toilet, you can see that there's a number 37. That is just telling you the temperature of your toilet seat. Now, to the right of that, you do have your eco symbol. Then to the left, this is going to be the indication that you're on the automatic toilet seat sensor. However, if you want to conserve energy, you can shut all of that down.
Now, you also have this gauge here, and that's just right on the side of the toilet. This is basically a manual gauge. This is a cleaning knob. If you go to the left, it will start self-cleaning, and if you go right,
it is the manual feminine cleaning.
And then if you want to manually flush the toilet, all you have to do is hit this button and press it in, and then the light turns green and it is going to flush itself. Now, let me take you through the features of the remote, because there's a lot of them. The rear is going to turn the bidet on and it'll hit your backside. That's going to go back and forth, allowing you to get clean and to get a massage type action. As you can see, it's got some serious spray to it. It's crazy. Front button is for women to get clean in the front. Then this is going to open up, and that's where all your hot air is going to come out to be able to dry you off. Both of those you can also turn the temperature up or down, and then after 90 seconds it will turn itself off. Then you do have a flush button, so you can automatically flush the toilet if you like. So when it comes to the bidet, the up and down feature is going to allow you control over the bidet nozzle, so you can really position it right where it needs to be. Now, over here on the right side of the remote, we do have child mode. You do have a light, which actually cascades very nicely at night, lighting it right up, so no need to turn the bathroom light on. You can find your way with this light. It also has the auto open and close, your water temperature, your seat temperature, and air temperature. It also came with a child seat that you can put on. So for people with smaller butts, this comes in very handy. So all in all, if you're looking for a smart toilet that has all the bells and whistles, you may want to consider this one.